basically they know that she knows nothing about the internet. She knows they know nothing about the internet. But the guy who runs the company is a complete whack job, and he fires people for not being team players. Reinhold, but he's like, he has this big discussion in the second episode about how stressful things are, but all he does is create stress because he's over the top. He's the worst. And so the guys are kind of like with her, but then they're also against her because they know that they're smarter, but they are so socially inept that they can't do it. So they have, I think this was funny was it the first show or the second show? They try to get the people on their side, so they have a party down in the IT department. Yes. And, Chris O'Dowd's funny and engaging and talking to people. They're laughing. He tells his friend Moss to tell a story about when they went to Denmark. Well, he tells a story about how they hired some prostitutes and didn't know what to do and all this stuff. And everybody's looking at him like it's amazing.
It's like you're having a corporate party. Right. You've got all the secretary pool and everything. And he's like, I've got a story. Yeah. It's this awful.
It was awful, but
awful story.
It just like kind of it's a great lead into what happens with them. So
his character, Richard Ayoade's character, is named Moss, and he is the prototypical uber nerd. I mean, he is like unlike any nerd that's ever been on any show ever. He's got this amazing hair, and he's just hilarious. There's an episode you haven't seen yet where he plays Dungeons and Dragons. Of course he does.
Of course he does.
And they have some ad people coming in. So the boss, who is clueless, says, I need you guys to they tell Jen, I need you to show these guys a good time, meaning take them to strip clubs and stuff. Right. She pawns it off on Moss and Roy. And of course, Moss says, I know what to do. They play Dungeons and Dragons. And it's amazing. And he does this. He gets them all sitting around the table. And these guys are all like, when are we going to this? And they're like, hold on, I'm going to take you on an adventure. They dim the lights. And he goes, I am taking you to another world. And it comes back like these guys are completely engaged in it. Yeah. It is so great.
Which would be typical, which was great for that. So
there are 2 other episodes I want to highlight. They're not in the first season, I don't believe.
Okay.
So if you liked it this far, wait. There is an episode where most of the time it takes place pretty much inside the IT room. Right? There is an episode when they all go out to see a play. And Roy doesn't want to pay for his ticket, so he steals a wheelchair and pretends that he's disabled. And then he goes to the bathroom, and then he's like, how do I – I got to use the wheelchair in the bathroom, and then he's blocking. It's like –
it's got to be funny.
It's incredible. And then the other one is it's a Moss episode. Moss goes on – they have a show called Countdown, which is a trivia-type game show. I think that's what it's called. And Moss goes on, and he wins. It's kind of like Jeopardy, He keeps winning. He becomes one of those guys. So then he becomes, like, in the club of the big winners. And he's like he's all cool and everything, but he's still not. He's still Moss.
Right.
So he tells Roy, we're going to go out to this show, or we're going to go out to the bar where we all hang out. He's like, there's a countdown. He's like, it's very exclusive, Roy.
Big blue box, right?
Yeah. So they go there, and every one of them, they're all like in members-only jackets. They're all drinking milk. Right. They're all like the nerdiest of the nerdy. And like he comes in, and he's like the king of the nerds. I'll take a milk straight up. And all the guys are like, ooh. It is, like crying funny.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's like I think we talked about it. It's typically British. It is. They can't drive. They can't kill a joke enough. They can't. It's very Christmas.
The rule of 3 doesn't exist. No. It's the rule of 75.
They just so you know, they drive it into it. It's like watching a modern Monty Python kind of thing, which is great.
Once again, Faulty Towers is a great example.
Yeah, it's perfect in all of those things. And then Chris O'Dowd this is maybe his best role that I've seen him in, because he is unbelievably perfect for that role, and so is Richard Ayoade.
Because Richard Ayoade in this but wait till you get to Matt Berry.
Oh, I'm sure he's great.
Matt Berry is the boss. Is so freaking out of his gourd, and like you said, he was traveling the world, disgrace of the family, because he's like this horrible, like sexist pig, and his father dies. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Does he jump out of the window in the one you saw?
I can't remember if
he jumps out of the window and kills himself for like randomly. And it puts Matt Berry in as the boss. And he is so clueless. And like he's having a meeting with like this feminist group in his office. And on the wall is that like that tennis poster where the girl's pulling her skirt up. Like everything in the office is this awful sexist stuff. And he's like, hello, honeys, let's talk about lesbians. And they're like, this is a feminist group. It is unbelievable. The guy is really funny. There's another character that we didn't mention. There's this guy, Noel Fielding. I think his character's name is Noel. Have you encountered him?
No,
yet?
I've not. Not that I can recall. So,
Noel, you find out is the fourth member of the IT crowd. Okay, but he's only in like 4 episodes. He is. Did you ever see the movie? Of course you did. Real Genius.
Yes, he's Laszlo.
He's Laszlo, the guy living in the closet. Like they're there the whole semester. Then they're like, there's a guy that lives in your closet. That's him.
Yes.
Like he just comes out and walks by, and Jen's like, "Who's that?" And they're like, "Oh, that's Noel." Noel's like, of all the shut-ins in the IT department, he is the ultimate shut-in. And he's goth at one. Like he comes out, he's all in black, and he's like, "I really like The Cure," and they're like, "What is wrong with him?" It is so funny.
That's fantastic.
Can you tell I like this show a little bit?
No, it's great. It's
Fawlty Towers, The Young Ones, and this. There's your trifecta of amazing British comedy.
Well, absolutely fabulous.
Absolutely fabulous does deserve it too.
Yes, it does.
Yes,
and the British Office. Come on, this is the office of IT nerds.
But it's not that first person-y, third person shoot that they do.
It's not that inappropriate. It's
this
just
is more
stupid,
like a sitcom. Yes. It's a 3-camera shoot sitcom. This is the Green Acres of IT departments.
Yeah, it is.
It is exactly what it is.
Because they have 3 sets. There's the IT room, her office, his office, and then the main office. So there's 4. That's it.
5 because you got Denham's office too.
Yes.
And then you see the door to the sauna, the executive sauna that everybody's going in, and the IT guys won't be let in.
Yes.
They're standing outside like, how do I get in there? It's unbelievable. We don't want to see you IT guys in towels. I think that's what he says at one point. I think we've been told that. We don't want to see you blue black guys comment about it.
It's a genius. They talk about the IT department. It's a genius, a cracker, and some Irish guy.
Right.
Is that how they describe it?
It's
really funny, that line.
It's fantastic. So can't recommend it enough as far as that goes. It ran for 3 seasons. 3?
4, isn't it? 3?
I thought it was 3, and then they came back. Here, I can tell you exactly. I think it ran for 3 seasons, and then it came back and did a 4th season that is short. Yeah. It's only 6 episodes. Oh, no, each season is only 6. Only 6. No, I think that the 5th season, there is a 5th season, is 1 episode, I believe. It's like a 2-hour episode. And it goes back and it pretty much rehashes things that you've seen. Mm-hmm. It's one of those kind of things, but it is actually worth watching. It is funny. But at this point, this is 5 years after the final episode had happened. So like Richard Ayoade has become bigger. Like they've all become like more famous now. Right. So getting Chris O'Dowd was probably like, wow, how are we going to pay for him?
Yeah.
But he does Moon Boy it's an Irish show that's on Hulu. He came back and did this, and he's just great in it. Plus, Roy has the best T-shirts.
Oh, he does. He has every episode he wears a different geeky T-shirt. So
and they're all great.
They are.
There's a website you can get those at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you type in Roy's IT Crowd T-shirts, it's a weird somebody has done this. It's like a small like if we had a blog and we're just like, hey, I made silk screens of these shirts. But one of them he has is the kill screen from Pac-Man.
Yes.
It's great. Like all the garbage and everything, it just has the number 257 on the bottom. It's great.
That the second one, Space Invaders, worth 10 points.
It's all good.
It is all good.
So all right, well let's give our analysis here. I mean, we've pretty much talked it out.
I think so.
And nobody here has seen this show.
Nobody's seen it. Anybody? Besides your daughter, when you made her watch it with you?
She saw it once. My parents don't remember. You've seen the Newhart show, right? They don't remember that one either. So Chris,
Bill Daly, some of his best acting.
That's right. We have our criteria here. So binge-worthy, worth the watch, garbage. Where's this fall?
Oh, it's binge worthy. It's binge worthy of binge worthy.
So
of all the shows we have done, this could be the most binge worthy. I think
binge worthy.
I would think.
So we have criteria for binge worthy. It's space it out. So like Wayward Pines, you got to space out. Okay. Right. You watch one, you're like, uh-oh, my brain. Ouch.
Yes.
And then you can watch it the next day. It's still binging it, but it's not all at once.
Right.
This would be the other criteria, which is just start at 3 p.m. and don't go to bed till you're done.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
You can watch them all running after another. There's no.
You don't want to stop.
You don't want to at all.
I can't believe you didn't go on because you haven't gotten to these.
It's a time issue. I don't have enough time to do it, but I will watch them.
You need to quit working. When you go, you see the one when they go to the musical or the theater thing.
Oh, I'm sure it's outstanding.
It's crying funny. That one and the countdown one is like Mastermind. Maybe it's Mastermind they're doing.
Mastermind.
Oh, it's so great. I'll take a milk straight up. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. All right, so that's it for today. We don't even have to. I know Martha would say the same thing. She absolutely would agree with us on this.
I was just going to ask you about that.
It is binge worthy to the nth degree.
But every show you guys watch is binge worthy, though.
Tonight, after you watch the Cubs or whatever you're doing, watch IT Crowd, unless you want to go to bed, and then start it tomorrow nice and early, right?
Absolutely. So yeah, it's one of those you could watch it anytime and pick up any space and watch it.
Yeah.
That to me, that's a sign of something binge worthy. Is it doesn't matter where you pick it up, you're like, okay, I'll sit and watch it. Kind of like The Godfather to me, if you want to watch that movie. So
yeah. You just wherever it is, you just start watching and you just keep going.
Yep. I have to go out. No, it's okay.
No,
I'll watch this. So
you know what movie did that to us in a big bad way was The Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah. When
we first saw The Big Lebowski, we saw it in the theater, and it didn't do that. And I'm a huge Martha and I love the Coen Brothers.
Sure.
We didn't like it. Everyone's like, really? No, we didn't really like it. Then it was on cable, and I'll never forget this. We were going out someplace. I turned on the TV, like she's getting ready. I turn on the TV. It's on. I'm watching for a couple minutes, and it was literally like Portlandia.
Right.
We can't go anywhere right now. And it became, we must have seen it 25 times in like a 4-day period.
Right.
It was over.
It was on HBO.
Yes. And it was just like, and it was when you had HBO and you'd get HBO and HBO East and because we had DirecTV. Right. So you had like 5 HBOs.
Right.
So they would space out. The Big Lebowski was literally on like 24 hours a day. Uh-huh. That happened with Lord of the Rings. It was a problem. Yeah.
It is
for
a
Martha,
problem,
but for me.
Yes.
It was a problem. For Martha, the problem was staying awake. For me, it was I couldn't stop. Yeah.
Yeah, I love when they do that. That doesn't happen as much anymore because we don't have the 27 HBO channels. So
right.
We're down to 6 from 12, which is a shame.
This is on Netflix, isn't it?
Netflix. It was on Netflix. That's
so it's on Netflix. I think it's also on Hulu.
Probably.
So watch it. Watch it. IT Crowd. That's it.
It'll be in one of our other pop culture countdowns. 5 best
British comedies.
I
think we just named them. Though.
We did.
We could keep going deeper, but those are gonna be right at the top.
Those are at the top of the heap. So, but it was
all right.
good.
Well, thank you everybody. Thank you for listening to Bingeworthy. We're gonna be right back with Pop Culture Countdown.
Speaking of,
we're doing James Earl Jones movies tonight, leading up to watching Doctor Who.
Yes. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Blue Box.